As far as I know, no one disputes, Mr. McKee, that it was the right decision to close the bridge for safety reasons, and no one disputes other governors bear much of the blame for its deterioration. But when the bridge closed, you told the public you'd have a new bridge open by this September at a cost of $368 million. The bridge is now expected to be done in late 2028 at a cost of $428 million. Why do the signs on the bridge say on time and on budget when it's over 2 years later than originally promised and $60 million over that original budget?
No, immediately we shut down the bridge to keep people safe, and that's my job. And I did that, and we made sure that we got out and made sure that we could tear down the old bridges. It took 90 days to determine that it actually, that the people who were giving us the investigations and the inspections were giving us the wrong information. They misdiagnosed the problem. That's why we're going after them in lawsuits. The process was that we went out for bids. We got what we needed. We got somebody to tear down the bridge. And then we won aggressively. We wanted to go aggressively to make sure that if we were able to save money and save time, we would. We didn't lose any time. We got somebody to tear down the bridge. And then within 6 months, before the bridge was totally down, we had a contract in place. We had a price in place. I negotiated both with the Biden administration and the Trump administration for over $220 million. The money's in the bank. We got what we need. We are ahead of schedule on the contract that was signed with one of the very best bridge builders in the country. So my job was to keep people safe, and I did that. And my opponent's job, when her turn was to keep people safe, she didn't.
But, Governor, when you say that no time was lost, there were months lost because the first bidding process yielded no bids.
No, Tim, you're wrong. No. The first bid process gave us what we needed to tear down the bridge. I mean, we could not build a new bridge until we tore down the bridge. So we had a contract in place far before Maryland did, which my opponent was, trying to crack a couple of jokes at my expense that actually they were ahead of us. We actually are ahead of them by a couple of years. Look, we didn't lose time, Tim. We went out with a bid. We got somebody to demolish the bridge that needed to come down. And we got that. And then before that bridge was fully demolished, 6 months before, we had a contract in place with one of the best bridge builders in the entire country to build the bridge. And now they are building the bridge. So I don't understand your timeline.
You remember the RFP?
Could we have built the bridge before we...
July 3rd, July 3rd, 2024, one of our reporters interviewed at the airport, and you acknowledged that no bids had come in for the RFP.
No bids to build a new bridge, but we had bids to tear down the bridge. And that's what you needed. You needed to be able to tear down the bridge before you could build a new bridge.
Ms. Foulkes?
This is ridiculous, okay? Ridiculous. He waited 6 months for a contracting process. He had such severe penalties in this contract process because he was desperate to build a bridge by this election, and at the end of 6 months, no one bid. It's just the truth, okay? And what's happened is Rhode Islanders are stuck in traffic. Their lives have been upended. I have been to businesses on the both sides of the bridge who are just down and suffering. And we have signs that say on time and on budget. This is not true. I remember when the signs went up that said, "Thank you for your patience." I met this older woman in Barrington. She said to me, "Helena, every time I see that sign, I want to get my BB gun out and shoot it." And I thought, you go. We all do. This is frustrating. You know, one of the joys of living in Rhode Island is that it's easy to get places. And this governor wasted our time and our money with a political bidding process.
Mr. McKee?
Well, first of all, that's not accurate. Again, my opponent is entitled to her opinions, but she's not entitled to have her own facts. The fact of the matter is we shut down the bridge because we kept people safe. That was my job, and I did it. And then for my opponent to say that somehow we wasted time, it takes time to build a bridge. And we took time to put together a bid to get somebody to demolish the bridge. So right now, look, we kept people safe. It's been a pain in the ass for everybody. I haven't denied that, and I understand that. And so I understand that it is a problem for people, but the alternative would have been far worse, to let this bridge go just because, and in past history, we have left work on that bridge for political reasons.
And
So look,
I'll let you go 30 seconds, and then we have to move on.
The governor approached this problem the way he approaches every problem in the state, with total lack of urgency. Okay? That's what leadership is about, a sense of urgency. The other thing is nothing changed at the DOT. Okay? He said a day of reckoning would come. Nothing happened. I called for Peter Alviti to be fired the day I got in this race. It took far too long for him eventually to go. But even under Alviti, so many changes need to be made. Insourcing engineering, having tight control over inspections, changing the culture of the place. There's a lot of work to be done, and that's why we need new leadership.
No, we're going to go
more
to
bridges and putting more asphalt down than ever in the history of the state of Rhode Island, and the facts show that that's true.